So we got an announcement and a release. Let's check it out. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jay with Brother Cuss's Toy Reviews, and that's right, I am back with the news. Here we go. We got some news. So first up, let's talk about the release. And I know a lot of people been anticipating this one, and it makes sense because we currently have a new Marvel movie out if we would get this figure, and that is this guy right here, Shang-Chi. Okay, Shang-Chi. Looks good. Looks good. My first impressions, I think it looks good. Let me put on my glasses. There we go, so I can really see. It looks good. It looks good. It really looks good. I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest Shang-Chi fan. This was something that I really wasn't like crazy about getting, but I will say the figure looks good. This looks really good. I think he looks great. The sculpt is a little soft. It is a little soft than what we saw, but that happens when you go from prototype to final production. The sculpts get a little soft, but at on a scale of 1 to 10, this is still like a 9.5. I mean, maybe even a 10. It looks good. It really looks good. Looking at it in this light right here, it looks great. And remember, sometimes we get these blogger photos and they're okay. You know what I'm saying? They're okay. But when you get it in hand, that's when you really see it. So I think this is going to be a thing. Once you get it in hand, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. But it looks good, man. And then look at more pictures of the sculpt, man. That's a good sculpt. See, when I first seen it dead on, I was like, oh, okay, it's all right. But then looking at these, as once they get lighting is everything, guys. Lighting is everything. For those that study photography or filmography, you would know that lighting is everything. That is everything. You can even paint with light. So looking at this, yeah, in this lighting, this thing looks great. See, now once we get a real close up on the head sculpt, and I get it, they want to show how good it looks, but I think the lighting for this is wrong. I think it's too washed out, and that's what makes it look soft. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what it is. I think this is a thing of the photography, not exactly the product itself, because in the right light, this thing looks good. And how many of you gonna have it like spot on, like in bright lights like this? You're not gonna have it. Even in your display with lights or your cabinets or your Maji cases, it's not gonna be brightly lit like this. This looks a little washed out to me. Looking at this right here, it looks good. Really looks good. Really looks great. Him with the 10 rings look good. Sorry, I had a message. I'm just looking as I check my messages real quick. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, so that looks great. See him there with the rings. A little bit of Photoshop work going on right here, but you know how they do. Here's him with his bow staff, looking cool with the sneaks on. This is a real cool looking figure. Real cool looking figure. I honestly, I wasn't excited about getting it or anything like that, but this may have to be in the collection. I may have to end up getting this. I think I will. I think I'm gonna end up getting this because, dude, he looks dope. He really looks dope. And the movie wasn't my favorite, but it was a good movie. Really was good. Can't say that about all the MCU movies as of late, but his movie was decent. And this figure looks great. Look at that. That looks good. He just looks like a real fun figure to pose, as he should be, because he's a martial artist. So you want to get him in some real cool dynamic poses. So I think this is the figure for it. And I think they got, and yes, we have you have the unsightly joints right there. Yes, but how else were they gonna do it? Once again, this is a figure that you kind of have to have dynamic. He's kind of like a Spider-Man figure, even though some of the Spider-Man figures really can't get too much movement out of. But for him, you want to have it so you can do these cool dynamic moves and poses. Same with the 10 rings. 10 rings look cool. They look decent. That's him on doing his Liu Kang. That's him with this hair. He looks good. I think having him paired up with Wenwu, this is gonna be an awesome set. Damn, that's a good pose. I like that. I really like. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get it. I was like, I'm not excited about it, but then seeing these pictures is getting my excitement up a little bit. It is. He looks good. He looks good. Looks good. Everything I see here, he looks great, guys. He really looks great. For all of you that were waiting on this, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. And he just looks like a good figure. I mean, he really does. I love what they did with the materials. I think the way that this material right here goes, not so it doesn't go, you know, and that's more the costuming with Marvel, but the material doesn't look restrictive, is what I'm trying to say. And I mean, it's not really not too much to his costume. So yeah, I think you'll have fun posing this one. I think he'll be a fun figure to pose and to manipulate. But he looks good, man. He really looks good. Really looks good. We're gonna move on from him and we're gonna go to Daredevil. I know that dropped last night. I think Riley was the first person I saw did a video on it. Riley back on his job. There you go. And here it is. So we got the new Daredevil from She-Hulk. And it looks to be pretty much a repaint from what we originally got from the Netflix Daredevil. Of course, they added the ketchup and mustard theme to his outfit, you know, which kind of harkens back to the comic books a little bit. Suit looks okay. This figure looks okay. I'm not too enthused by this, and you want to know why? His portrayal on She-Hulk was kind of funny. It was cool. It was cool to see him and She-Hulk together. It made sense. But I rather the old costume from the Netflix version and that cool base that it came with. Here's another situation where another scenario where Hot Toys is taking away and not giving. They took away that dope ass base and they gave you just the standard She-Hulk base, which makes sense, but yeah, I mean it makes the older release retain its value, I guess, but I just feel that they're taking away something. I think they could have gave you something else. They didn't have to give you that exact base, but maybe they could have gave you something else to go with this figure. With that being said, the figure itself looks dope. It looks cool. You do get a Matt Murdock head sculpt with this, so you know that's something to take in consideration. The other one the other release you didn't get that. So when I kind of look at it like that, maybe it kind of balances it out, right? What would you rather have? You rather have a cool diorama base or another head sculpt? So you know what I'm saying? So it kind of does balance out. Because I did forget that they gave you a head sculpt. So this is a decent release. Am I going to be getting this? Absolutely, I'm going to be getting this. Because I'm getting the She-Hulk. So it'd be nice to have them paired up. Now, here's a scenario where the show wasn't that good. Didn't really care for the show. But it was entertaining, but I didn't care for it for too much. But the figures, I'm definitely going to get. Because, I mean, they're Marvel. You know what I'm saying? That's Daredevil, She-Hulk. Come on. And they look good. Figures look good. This head sculpt looks good. Looks just like dude, which I cannot remember his name right now. I know you guys later on in the chat send me messages. Cox? Yeah, somebody Cox. I can't remember his name. Goodness, having a brain fart. But yeah, he looks dope. Looks just like him. Great likeness to the head sculpt. You see him there with the glasses. Looks dope. Really looks good. There he is with his helmet. Great. He really looks good, guys. It's him with the billy clubs. And you get the nunchuck version. So it looks good. Really looks good. Okay, here's everything it comes with. I don't know why they're showing his chest there. I guess I don't know why they're showing that. But you have the different stages of his billy club. You get the nunchuck version, the broken down version, the extended version, and the two broken down pieces that go into the scabbards on the leg. You also get a fantastic Charlie, that's his name, Charlie Cox head sculpt, a pile of hands, and a She-Hulk themed diagonal base. So when you break it down, it's not that bad. You know, I do rather the other costume opposed to this one. But what you're getting in this package right here ain't bad. It ain't bad at all for those that missed out on a Daredevil. You can get it again, and you can get this version. And I think some people would like this version because it comes with a head sculpt. So you can do a lot with that Charlie Cox head sculpt. You can have him, you know, just unhelmeted or uncowled. or you can take that head sculpt and place it on another body and make you and have a loyal version. Well, it's not hard to find bodies and suits to do that with. So yeah, you can have some good representation with your Daredevil. So that's great. Looks good, guys. Looks good. That's pretty much it. Guys, sorry I got this one out a little late. I just overslept and everything. Just was crazy. I know I was supposed to do Good Morning Grails today. I got to change the time till tomorrow. So tomorrow, which is my official birthday, we'll be doing Good Morning Grails at 8 a.m. with Jen Urso. It's going to be tight. It's going to be huge. It's going to be amazing. So stick around for that. And remember, guys, like, share, subscribe, bang that bell for notifications and all that good stuff. And like that, my friends, we are out.